welcome back to another episode of Gluttons for Geekdom. I am Bobby Deuce.
Nick, James.
John.
And this
All
is
the way over here.
This is our part 2 episode of the Star Wars. So we have Rick joining us again.
Hello, everyone, again.
Whoa. Also, let me say, you guys came.
You, man.
I live with you too,
I
Johnny.
knew I recognized you from somewhere.
The other part of the house.
You guys came prepared as fuck. Mr. Rick has a Jedi Academy, May the Force be with you shirt on. And Bobby's probably one of the most beautiful shirts I've ever seen. Not to take away from yours.
Well, I graduated from the Jedi.
So
That's
dude,
true.
oh, dude, I didn't even catch that. It's awesome.
It's this awesome sugar skull looking Darth Vader helmet. And it is probably my next tattoo.
And
Wow.
there's a little caption at the bottom.
Yo soy tu padre. And it looks like it's got like a Punisher skull. Like, I know it's just supposed to be a regular skull, but it's very on the present of a Punisher skull. So good.
So good.
Alright, so we're
So good.
back, Star Wars Episode 7. It's kind of what we're really watching and focusing on, but, you know, we're bleeding into a little bit more in just the general concept. So first, you know, I want to get another start with a question. You have a lightsaber, you turn it on. What color is your lightsaber? If you could pick
Blue.
anyone. You're definitely automatic blue?
Blue,
Green.
white.
I need that neon green.
I'm doing yellow just because I want to have a different color. Just be like, I've seen all these lightsabers. I want to have something different.
I always like the next one, dude.
Purple.
I
Purple.
always like that purple.
Well, it's funny too, because if yours is yellow, it's just like, hey, you stole mine. Like, no, this one's mine. It's like, nah, who else has a yellow fucking lightsaber? No one. Yeah, I would love to go through the whole Jedi kind of thing and, all right, it's time to build your lightsaber. Like, yes!
So stoked.
This is what I've been waiting for. But also, and it's been a big joke, is the second a real-life human being gets a real-life lightsaber, how long until they dismember themselves? Seconds. I think I would own one for seconds where I'm just like, hey, check this out. And lost my fucking hand.
He became a Wookiee when he cut himself with the lightsaber.
No, it's like what I was going
That's
on.
a good call.
It's like what I was going on before. How the lightsaber would just turn on and turn off during the movie when like all that crazy shit is going on. Like I have the Force Effects lightsaber, and I've just been fucking around with it. Like going into the battle with one of my friends, and I would accidentally turn it off. So it's like, okay, throw a real lightsaber in there. We're not going to think about putting any sort of safety sort of shit to where how would you calibrate a safety thing to where if I'm falling down, it knows that I'm falling down and it turns off so that when I land, I'm not just driving the lightsaber through my fucking midsection like, oh.
I guess that's just one of the Force. You just have to assume.
You just
that good?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Whoa!
When the Force is with you, it knows you.
Yeah.
like Lucas just walking down one of the corridors of the Millennium Falcon. There's a banana peel there. He just slips and
Oh, my other hand!
As I talked about in part 1, how Star Wars conquered the Earth, they really get into a lot of George Lucas and his preteen stuff and what he was doing. And it's so weird because he is so shy, and I just wish that I can meet him and talk to him like he'd want to go to different fan stuff, but no, it's just, no, I made Star Wars, I want to go sit down over here and not talk to you about it anymore, thank you.
I made Star Wars, and then I stopped taking drugs, so now I don't want to talk to anybody.
Do you think?
Kind
I
of.
wonder.
And that's why the first 3 are so terrible. He's just like, oh, I'm sober for this.
Yeah.
What am I thinking?
Fucking A. But apparently he used to sit in his dorm room and was loving drawing stormtroopers since high school on. So this has been something in his head forever.
Mm-hmm.
And if he wasn't going to be a professional stock car driver, he was going to be a auto mechanic. Got into a horrible car accident that fucked him up and showed him perspective and whatever. And I want to be a filmmaker, and that's what led to it. But imagine the world where that guy didn't hit him and there's no Star Wars. How weird. Something so small, big for him, small for us. I mean, how many car accidents are there a year? But
Marty McFly's grandpa. Or his father, man. That car accident didn't happen.
oh, that's a good point.
That's
Yeah.
You just saw the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah. Anybody keeping up John Boy is no longer a Back to the Future virgin. I gotta pop that cherry. It
Very
was
nice.
sweet.
I feel like life
There's
is a
juices
lot
all
like
over
that.
the place.
Where like if something was just different by a second or a minute, like it's like when you hit a deer, think about like all the stuff that had to happen for you to line up in time for that deer to be crossing the highway or the road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, damn it, if I had stopped and got a McDouble, I wouldn't have had this fucking car accident.
I
You know
thought
what
the
I mean?
same thing, yeah. No, I thought the same thing.
Now I can't even get a McDouble because it won't let me walk through the drive-thru.
So now we're on the pretty planet. We're about to go look at Maz's. This is J.J. Abrams' homage to the Cantina scene. But again, we went from a planet full of just sand to a lush green planet.
An Endor-like planet.
And later on, we'll end up on a snow planet. So you can really see, again, guys, this is a very, not derivative, but you could tell he's trying to make this Star Wars movie.
I would just like to know where the Cantina band was. Where was their cameo? Where were those?
Cantina burritos?
I would have really loved, if for the same, 30-some years, these guys were just a one-hit wonder, just touring the universe with their one great song of
And Max Rebo?
I just noticed for the first time, did you see the...
album? The reunion tour.
It's the same song.
20th anniversary tour.
They just pull out the sleeve and put a new one in, and just here you go. Did you notice right there the bounty hunter flag? Because somebody did it, and I paused and I looked at some of them on the internet. You could see, because when we first see Maz's cantina, her hangout, they have all these fucking flags. And a lot of them, somebody stopped and did a pick for pick. So if you remember the horrible podcast, not podcast, this is a podcast, Pod Race.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right there.
Everybody's holding the flags. You could see a lot of them, but they're right there.
Oh.
Yeah. There's
So
the
when Little
bounty
Orphan
hunter.
Annie races, they have all these flags.
They have a few flags that
Yeah.
are also hanging up here. So yeah, I think that's cool. I mean,
Little throwback action.
just a little, I mean, all the little ones, because we went through too when Chewbacca gets shot and he's like, "Take care of him," and Finn's like, "Holy shit, what do I do?" He picks up the little orb that was in Episode 4, training Luke. I thought that was cool. It's almost like the goggles in Jurassic World, where you're just like, "Hey, those are in the first
A
one."
little winky wink.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not like they're trying to shove it down your throat. Like, we already get it. It's a sequel, but just enough to go, yep, this is all still the same world. Because I'm a sucker for continuity.
What if one of the bounty hunters was looking for Han Solo when he comes into this place and that chick just yells his name out loud and everyone stares at him?
Han Solo!
Like, got him! Got him!
Thanks, boss. And everybody's just like, oh,
She's like,
fuck.
oh, my bad. Should have shouted your
I
name.
want 20% of that bounty.
Finder's fee, bitch.
That would be great. Han Solo! Yeah, so this, we see the band kind of playing out and it's nothing. It sounds very reggae. It doesn't. It sounds like something you could find on this planet, which kind of ruins it. But not ruins. It's just like that was my ringtone for how long? 4 years, I think I went on.
Fantastic ringtone.
It's so good. I just changed it for the opening of X-Men, the animated series.
Nice. Okay.
So it was worth it. I had that for so long though.
I just changed my text tone to Mark Hamill's Joker laugh.
Nice.
Yeah, so my mother wasn't too pleased this morning when I went to visit. She was like, "That's creepy. You should only have that around Halloween." I was like, "Yeah, okay, Mom." Yeah.
Really quick to break this Star Wars up. Sorry. Just what do you think about the Killing Joke? You excited?
I am excited. I'm excited, yes. I'm a big Joker fan in general. Big fan. So
Nice.
I'm very excited. Anything Joker related, as long as it doesn't suck.
Because Mark Hamill has always said, I'm done with the Joker unless it's a Killing Joke. So for years, it's just like, okay, guys, can you make the Killing Joke so Mark can come back? And they did, and he did, and of course Kevin Conroy too. It's
Beautiful.
cannot wait. Sorry, sir. What were you gonna say?
It's more ringtone related stuff.
Oh no, I can go back to it. It's fun too.
My ringtone right now is a Trailer Park Boys intro.
Yeah, you guys talk about that so much. I guess I got to get on that.
Oh,
Huh?
that's a good show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking Cyrus.
this is really quick.
It's a better show when you're
Yeah.
high.
Yeah.
Did we figure out where the Vader helmet comes from? Like, Kylo Ren's sitting there, he's like, I'm trying to be a bad guy, but I'm kind of feeling a little good. Show me what to do. And it's the Vader helmet that he's talking to.
Touch me, Vader. Touch me.
But I'm kind of feeling a little good.
But where did they get that Vader helmet? They must have gotten it off Endor?
I think he stole it from Luke. Like, when Luke was training him and all that shit went sour.
Fucking
Maybe he, like,
right.
walked in the room and, like, touched it and then had, like, a vision or something.
in
He was like, I'm
the
taking
head
this
with
and
the
I'm out.
lightsaber.
Goodbye. Right?
That was a fucking mind-blowing point. Yeah, so when Rey touches the lightsaber, you know, she kind of gets this intuitive sense of, there's something more to me. So maybe, yeah, you know, Luke burned the body on Endor, waited for the fucking fire to go out, like, oh, thank God this stayed. You know, I'll keep this to remind me of the time that my father was a dick.
And then I suffocated him to death.
And then I
on the
killed
Death
him.
Star.
And then, yeah, just had it kind of up. And as we know, you know, or once you watch the movie, you know, that Kylo Ren was getting trained by Luke. So maybe he had it in wherever they were helping him. And, yeah, Kylo Ren went up, touched it, and had his own fucking... That was great. That was really good. Yeah, that'd be great. And this too, we just made fun of too, you know, freaking Finn's there like, we gotta get away, we gotta run. And like Maz just stops the scene and starts crawling towards him like, you have the eyes of somebody who looks like they want to run. And we were all like, yeah.
That's what I said.
He just fucking told you that, yeah.
You don't know the First Order like I do.
Yeah. Look at him though, look at that face, so serious, and when he does this little wink, oof, sold me.
Was it Lando-esque,
Yeah.
the wink?
Very convincing.
Finn Calrissian.
You know, another great choice, despite what all the fucking South says, fuck you, racist pricks. We can have whatever color guy we want in Star Wars. As long as he gives a performance like that, I don't give a fuck, man. It's so good. You don't know what I've seen. Who, like that, just that look, who I am, that little eye twitcher. You're like, ooh, man, I really don't know who he is. Like,
Wow, he sold me on me not knowing who he is. Damn you, Finn. You and your acting. Damn it.
I am no one.
I don't even have a name. I'm a number.
yeah.
I like that it's like a sort of a tough guy shtick too, because they don't know that he was just like probably one of the worst stormtroopers out there.
Yeah.
just a bumbling idiot, just like kill these guys. He's like, I'm not going to kill these guys.
He definitely didn't make a shot because he definitely didn't even take any. So
No.
he's probably got the worst track record, like 0 out of none. You've never fired your fucking gun? What kind of stormtrooper are you?
He got Titanic with blood.
You know what happens? You know what?
He can shoot the blasters and shoot other, but he can kill them while they're in ships.
Yeah.
But he can't kill them in person.
He didn't do very good at that
He
either at
starts
first.
stabbing them
No.
with the lightsaber.
The reason why he probably doesn't actually fire his gun is probably he actually hits people.
Fucking A. Again, blowing my mind. He probably is. So maybe he's not that bumbling. Maybe he knows.
He's a softy for innocence.
Yeah.
I was innocent when they took me from my home and made me into a stormtrooper.
Do you think that we're going to get more of that?
More what?
Like who he is?
More what?
More of like his backstory in 8?
Well, I mean, he doesn't have any backstory. He's just some kid that got robbed out of his house and made into a stormtrooper. So I guess that's his whole
That's the whole
story.
thing.
Like, yeah. And then one day I saw some people get shot, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. And all of a sudden, the shiny fucking lady had me, and I was in her plan, probably.
The shiny lady who did nothing.
Yeah.
There was this homeless woman,
Again,
and I
we were
decided
talking
I wanted to date her.
Phasma.
Dropping names and not doing anything with them.
Yeah. Phasma is actually Brianna Tarth.
Yep.
So we can cross some pillars here. And doesn't take off her helmet once. And actually even makes a reference of, why the fuck did you take off your helmet, Stormtrooper? Put that shit back on.
Who gave you
I
permission?
thought, you know, because Game of Thrones is fucking everywhere, that they'd want to pay for that face and show it off a little bit too. Like,
And I
look who
think
we
John
got.
John pointed out that the old guy from the start of the movie was the tree that's training Bran, or that was training Bran.
Yeah,
too.
he did now.
I kind of didn't like that they don't really ever at any point explain who the fuck that guy is, other than he's just some dude that's trying to help them. Okay, but what are you? Was he a Jedi? Was he somebody like in the Senate? Like, who is he?
Like, yeah, because he
he's
knew,
just some dude,
like
yeah.
he knew about like his Kylo Ren's past and shit.
Right,
like
and all that stuff. Like, he knew, but like...
You weren't always
Yeah, was a
bad.
princess, yeah, she's still royalty to me. It's like fucking sweet.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Princess Leia.
This scene is fucked. This scene that we were talking about earlier where she gets a lightsaber and everything goes through. But Mr. Ewan McGregor came in and says one or two words, and if you listen closely, he's in here. And so is Yoda. So, I mean, if this isn't the scene that completely sells you on the fact that this girl is a Jedi, you know, I don't know what
the budget for this movie?
Oh,
Probably really high.
everything, yeah, it's
Jeez.
Star Wars.
They just have like big name actors doing like nothing roles.
They probably don't need that much money to do it. They're probably just like, oh, I want to be in Star Wars. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's like what I said earlier. If you got a phone call, hey, do you want to be in Star Wars? The only answer is fuck yes. You know, I was saying just to be a hand. If there was a giant crowd scene and all you could see is just my hand waving back and forth, every new person that I met would be like, oh, you got to see this. Like, if this was real, I'd meet Rick and be like, hey, Rick, how you doing? You got to watch this really quick. See that? See that? That's my hand.
I was in Star
Like,
Wars.
everybody. It would, like, it'd be on my phone, you know, just walking the street and there's a crossing guard. Like, hey, dude, that's my hand. This is that's my hand in Star Wars. So now we're doing the flashback and we see Luke's hand. And you were right,
It's
they
like
should have kept the glove on it. It is weird to see an android hand. I understand they have the money now to...
It's the 3PO hand.
But yeah, it looks gone.
Going back to you like, oh, I was in Star Wars. That's my hand right there. And you just bring up that scene where you're just Luke touching R2D2 with his metal hand. That's my hand right there, pointing to his hand. Like, no, it's not.
No.
3PO.
No, I just have the motion capture on the hand. That's my hand doing that.
They used Andy Serkis's hand.
3PO has that red arm in this movie because he actually gave his arm to Luke. Yeah, that's
Is that
why. No.
In the book, they talk about that. In the audiobook on the Audible, they go into it. I think that he even got his own comic for a while.
Who, 3PO?
Yeah.
Nice.
That really explained what happened in there.
To explain why he has that red arm.
Yeah. And that was a toiler, too. That, you know, they made it seem... Toiler is a word that Kevin Smith and Mark Bernardin TM'd, actually, maybe, of a spoiler through toy. Because that's how we also found out that Giant Man was going to be in the new Avengers, because the Giant Man toy came out well before the fucking movie. And in this case, yeah, you had the CPO with the red arm, and I remember, like, everybody was like, oh, I can't wait to find out. And then the movie happens, and, like, when he says something like, oh, you probably didn't recognize me with this red arm, and then fucks off, and we never really find out why. So it is kind of funny that they went through all of it just to go, no,
That's
you don't
another
need
good,
to know.
That's another good book.
I
like
honestly
to
don't
read.
care.
C-3PO fucks off. What was C-3PO doing while he was fucking up?
Oh, I just got done with this awesome book, fuck ton of Sith. What are you gonna read next? CPO Thrucks Off, the sequel, of course.
By the same author.
Fuck tons.
The Force is strong with these novels. Fuck yes.
And this too, this is what's her name? Luna O is her last name. Really awesome lady. I think she just won an Academy Award and is in the Jungle Book now as Mowgli's.
Oh, Lupita.
Lupita, that's what it is. What's her name?
Lupita Nyong'o.
Nyong'o. Yeah, she's got another hard last name.
She's in Black Panther.
Fuck yeah.
So I want to know,
Panther's gonna have
I want to know
that.
how she gets Luke Skywalker's lightsaber.
We were talking about that again, you know, and more that we want to really get you, the listener, in on it. Where could she have gotten that from? Because if you don't remember, in Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back...
Best movie.
Thank you. I was about to say Nick's personal favorite. Thank you, Rick. I like you a little bit more now. They're fighting, and before the fucking infamous line that gets mispronounced all the time, Luke, I am your father, and it's actually, no, I am your father. He doesn't say Luke in it at all. Gets his hand cut off, fucking lightsaber goes falling down through this weird shaft that Luke falls, and we find out goes to just nowhere. The bottom, like what's underneath the Cloud City? Where could she have just been walking around stumbling and finding this? Why does she have that lightsaber? That's the book I want to read.
Well, like
why
we
the
were
fuck
talking
do you
about,
have this lightsaber?
it could still be in the city
That's the
somewhere.
third part of
Yeah.
Like maybe it didn't fall all
Why
the
the
way
fuck
out.
do you have
It's
this
in.
lightsaber?
Because I am thinking now, as he fell, he did kind of fall in, like, out of the whole
That tube.
thing. He did get sucked up into a separate one that eventually let him outside. So maybe,
He was just hanging out in there.
yeah. Or maybe they've got, like, a giant magnet to make sure they can't pollute at the bottom of it. So just in case something falls, it goes zoop and...
Hey, no, we recycle here.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe she was just there.
Yeah.
Like it just falls, and she's like, "Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a lightsaber. What's that
Maybe
kid
she
do?
worked at
Oh,
Cloud
wow.
City.
She was just an innocent window washer, just
Yeah.
down there, and then just here's the, and then no.
That bloke thinks I'm a window cleaner.
I'm not a window cleaner. Alistair, I'm not a window cleaner.
All right, so now we're into it. Pause it really quick. We are an hour and 10 minutes into it, and that's when you find out the plot of they made a giant Death Star again
Out of a planet.
out of a planet. And not only does this shoot now red beams instead of
The
green in the
Green.
right,
Uh-huh.
and can take out 5 planets simultaneously.
Yeah.
Red is evil.
Yeah.
Yo, that
Unless you're in
technology.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter, if you watched, my dad brought it up and I thought it was pretty funny. Voldemort and Harry going at it. Voldemort's is green, Harry's is red. So I thought that was kind of funny,
They
yeah.
don't go with
I like to
stereotypes.
think
No.
that's because Voldemort's supposed to be snake-like.
Yeah, and Gryffindor's red and gold
Yeah.
and Slytherin's. Yeah, good call.
Maybe I don't. I understand that these certain planets have the Republic on it, but like, just from blowing up all those planets, now there's no more Republic anymore.
Yeah.
Like, there's a whole galaxy full of planets that are in the Republic
There's
and the
gotta be a
Senate.
second
Like,
one.
I don't like, and then Princess Leia's fine.
Yeah.
So she's got to be some top-ranking person in this thing, right?
Yeah.
So I don't get it. Like, I get it. Like, yeah, it's a big blow to them, but it's like, oh, so what? That's where they keep all their
They
troops
keep,
and
yeah,
stuff.
all
Like,
the eggs in one basket, literally. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
How does this one, like, how do they build a fucking planet that shoots up laser beams? Huge ass laser beams. It sucks up the
Have you
sun
ever watched
and it
Austin
shoots,
Powers?
and it's just right under the Republic's nose.
Yeah, that's what I want to. Like, how do they build it without anyone noticing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do they just like make a planet into a fucking weapon without anyone?
Yeah,
Like,
these guys,
yeah.
these guys over here, they're
knows how to do that,
transporting a lot of fucking metal over to this one part of this galaxy over here.
how do they not notice?
There's a lot of space traffic in this sector.
Yeah.
It's private property.
And they had to be test firing that thing like left and right.
Was that
just to
really
make
the first time they fired it?
sure- No, not at all.
Because if
So
not,
there's like, okay,
this
well,
That might have been the first time it was fully
Great.
operational.
That's what this movie did for me. It was very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
shot that we're talking about is the 4 TIE fighters with the
story
sun
was
backdrop.
cool, but you know,
Oh.
it wasn't super spectacular, like mind blowing. The story, it was just visually fucking awesome.
So now Finn just gripped the lightsaber.
He
We're
touched
gonna
it.
See, yeah.
Inappropriately.
He did grasp it very hard. I'm like,
He was
What's
really
up?
into
I'm
it.
going to put this in my mouth.
No, don't turn it on.
well, that's what's funny when Luke first gets it. He's like, "This is the most powerful weapon," and he goes and looks straight down into it.
You're
Like,
like, why would you do
you
that?
fucking stupid. Like somebody gives you a gun and you go, "Does it fire?" Like,
Wow, I'm
I
gonna
mean, look
plunge
down
in
this
my eye.
barrel. Yeah. Oh, freaking Kylo Ren's ship is badass in this too.
It's similar to the ships that they use in Return of the Jedi. It's like an upgraded version of that, where they go from the Death Star to the Star Destroyers and
Do
stuff.
you watch a lot of Family Guy?
Yeah.
Have you seen? I think it must be something dark side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not, it's a trap where it's that one landing. It's like permission to land like a dainty butterfly. Permission granted, and it goes. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, I think all of their crossovers are really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Robot Chicken parodies of
Theirs
Star
are better,
Wars.
yeah.
We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, man, I love Robot Chicken.
Panda Bear, whatever.
Patamon.
Patamambe!
Whatever the fuck her name is. Oh, he's crying.
What? I'm very busy right now. Oh, where are they going?
Well, what are you getting?
I don't know. I'm not going to eat it anyway.
So now this is going to be the second time the Empire has come. They found out where the droid is. They're going to come and take him.
Well, this is not the Empire anymore. I think now
Yeah,
they're
I'm
called
sorry.
the
Can we like
First Order.
Order.
go back and like where Han Solo just steps out of the wreckage right there and he's just firing his blaster. He does a no look shot and shoots a.
That was dope.
Yeah, I like to think that was like the first time that he ever got that because he looks back, he checks his gun. I just like to think like, oh, that worked finally.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I also like that he uses Chewie's
That's what I was going to say.
crossbow there.
For
This is the
the
second
first time since they've been friends, that's the first time he like, oh wow.
Well-
He's never been like, can I just try this at least once?
Second time in this movie. But yeah, the first time he uses it in this movie, we're supposed to believe that's the first time he's ever used it.
Now Finn's about to fight this guy with the
Stormtrooper
Stormtrooper
lightsaber.
stick. I told you, yeah, the internet named him TR8TR. So you say it really
Traitor.
quick. It's Traitor. I
Why
love
is he a
that.
traitor?
Because he used to be a stormtrooper.
Oh, you're talking about Finn.
Yeah, like, he calls him a traitor. He goes, traitor!
Yeah.
And, like, we were talking about at the end, you know, Finn holds his own against Kylo Ren, gets his ass beat, eventually loses, but gets beat up by this stormtrooper much quicker.
Mm-hmm. This stormtrooper really hands him his ass.
Really, yeah, gives him the business. And Stewie, I don't know where that was going to come from. Han comes over and he's like, hey, you alright? And then no, they get captured.
Stewie Solo.
Oh, and he takes the lightsaber away. Traitor.
You give me that lightsaber.
So again, giant Kevin Smith fan right now. It should be going. Kevin Smith has a fun little line in this. It's, hey, look, they're coming. And then this where we get the X-Wings flying over this lake or whatever. And, like, wait for it. Look at that. We get Poe Dameron's black X-Wing. And again, just in my head, I don't know why. Why couldn't you not have a black one? It just never fucking occurred to me. And then when I saw this, I was like, fuck yeah.
The red one with flames
Yeah.
and neon lights.
This is a great scene,
I'm
though.
sorry, the tint on your X-Wing is illegal.
Yeah.
It looks kind of
I have
even.
a sound system in mine. The bass is bumping.
He's a po' boy no more.
You got hydraulics in it too. And the landing
You
gear.
can
So
only do it when you park.
Yeah, you land and
It's just the X opening and closing.
John was just making that X motion. He looked like he was in D-Generation X, for those of you familiar with 90s wrestling.
I'm not even, but I do know that.
Nick looked like X-Pac there for a second, doing it vigorously.
and then now we're seeing
Oh,
Poe
this is-
Dameron's sick ass flying.
Yeah, it's one
Thanks, Run
continuous
DMC.
shot, too.
He just,
You know,
just taking dudes out left and
JJ,
right.
give him that. How many did he take out?
Oh,
7?
he's just
Well, he's the
blocking
best
asses.
pilot in the galaxy. I just want to be clear about that.
Yeah. And of course, Finn gets the kind of corny, but in a way it works wonderfully.
That's one hell of a pilot.
Thank you. Yeah, it's so good.
It's
And
like
then we got-
he doesn't know yet.
Yeah.
Ironic.
And now we got Rey running around in the woods with Kylo Ren. And
They're playing tag.
they're playing tag.
They're playing laser tag.
I thought we weren't going to get another little Orphan Annie childhood story
Yeah.
here, but
That's dangerous.
Here we are
man.
again.
It's dangerous.
Laser tag.
at least they're not rolling
Where's
around in the
Stinson?
sunflowers like Anakin and Padme.
You kick both
Second
their
one.
asses.
The one thing that you brought up, Deuce, that I do like too is that eventually when he gets close enough, he pauses her, if you will. He stops her. And you could see her skin kind of like moving as if like that is the Force literally affecting her. Like you could see the Force on her, like, right?
And whenever they do it,
Yeah,
it looks
yeah.
so unnatural too.
Yeah.
It looks like when they're getting blood bended.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a nice one. Fist bump.
She sells it well too.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, well, she's like, whoa,
She
whoa.
really can't move.
This is not good.
But it kind of hurts.
Yeah.
You see that? Yeah, you see like around the gun, it was all fuzzy and
Uh-huh.
She does look terrified.
She
Also,
looks terrified. She does a great job. I mean, everybody in this movie gives
I
a
love the
great.
effect on his saber.
Yeah.
He's got like one of the coolest legs.
A saber
It's not
sword?
polished off, and it doesn't look smooth. It looks like it's almost serrated.
It's
like-
very angry.
Like a sword.
When you look at when you look at the
him,
handle, it does look like this. His lightsaber is kind of damaged too.
You can see
It
like,
looks
when he
unfinished.
clashes with
Yeah.
Finn, you can really see the difference. And like, it makes sense with his personality. All his,
Oh, yeah.
all his tantrums
Yeah.
that I hate, but it makes sense.
yeah. While you mentioned Kylo Ren's, too,
Oh, and I love that the where he
The
just
instant
where he
sleep.
just turns her off. Let's go.
You want to take your shit off.
instant roofie.
Yeah.
But while we were talking about Kylo Ren's rants, me and Nick were talking about it earlier when we were watching it about how Darth Vader is more about keeping people accountable for what they do. Like immediately, like that's unacceptable. I'm going to choke you to death. And this guy just throws tantrums and destroys his own
Darth
stuff.
Vader got to choke a bitch.
Like there's no failure here.
Again, I think Deuce said earlier, so he has a blaster and is chasing after Ren, who took Rey, and drops it. And it's like, I probably had like some ammo. Like, you probably could have shot at the ship or something, but nah.
Like hit it in a vital area to disable the ship. Maybe then she wouldn't get away.
Yeah, because we saw in the very beginning that one shot takes out Poe's X-Wing. Like, one shot from a blaster could seriously, like, fuck up a fight.
Yeah, but he's also a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
And he also doesn't know that she's actually passed out.
He might be the stormtrooper with the best shot, which is why he doesn't shoot anybody.
That's right.
the best pilot and the best stormtrooper.
So now we're at the Carrie Fisher scene. And again, I had a fun theater, so even for Carrie Fisher, everybody went crazy. And Carrie Fisher, for those who do or don't know, went through some up and downs since fucking Return of the Jedi came out, and has eaten a lot of shit too, and I think unjustifiably, especially for her body and her body type.
Literally, she eats a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
People are just like, you got fat, and she's just like, shut the fuck up. God, people suck.
I can't age.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with her, but I do.
She's
you
like,
know,
I'm balling. I can eat what I want. Do what I want. Go vacation when I want.
Yeah. Well, I saw something too about somebody saying that the bikini in 6, you know, the thing that...
oh, I like that. That's what I was gonna say. I want to remember her like that.
Yeah.
I don't like. You know how like Disney said those other books and things don't exist outside of whatever happened in the movies. I try to pretend she wasn't in 7, and I just remember her in her bikini in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So good.
but not sorry.
But she was talking about somebody explaining that to like their kid, it's too sexual, and she's like, I don't think it is. Like, wow, like how do I explain this to my child? And she goes, a giant slug took me, made me wear it. I didn't want to wear it, so I killed him and I took it off. It's like,
But not in front of
Holy
you, because
shit.
that would have been a lot
Yeah.
better.
yeah. But she does, man. She chokes him the fuck out.
Yeah. Maybe she used the Force a little bit. It was a Force choke and that chain, you know.
I wonder, how quick that would be if like humans became that. How many people would die of autoerotic asphyxiation from using the Force to focus? Like,
To choke themselves.
I was just Force choking him, and he didn't say the safe word, and now he's dead. Fuck.
I didn't mean to choke him. He was supposed to pinch my leg.
Was he screaming stop? Yeah, but that's not our safe word. Banana is...
Stop means keep going.
Yeah. So this is what I was talking about in the first one. This scene really wasn't supposed to happen. Poe was supposed to die in that Return to Jakku, and I'm really happy they kept him around, because fuck yeah, Oscar Isaacs. 2 first names.
No,
And
this
then
is
this too, that's my jacket. I love that line.
No,
This
keep
is-
it. Suits you.
this is one of those things that always weirded me out about this movie, is that the relationships that you see, like them running towards each other when they land, it's like, okay, how?
Why are they that excited?
Yeah, why they're not? How they didn't get that close? They didn't have enough time to develop that sort of relationship.
Because they both thought the other one was dead, so
I guess
that
that's
was
all.
the
Because it's like
overjoy.
Finn's like first friend, who also gave him his name.
And his jacket.
And his jacket.
Those are his- that's his first
I would,
one.
I would be able.
Like,
I would
where's-
understand why Finn could be so happy about, like, oh yeah, I love you guys. But the other
Because
guy's
he
like,
bought him his
I love
droid.
you too.
He saved his droid.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that yet.
That's true.
Once he saw the ball rolled towards him, he was like, "Yeah, completed my mission."
And this too, now we're at the scene where the doctor's checking out the Wookiee, and it's just it's one of my favorites again, because it's like,
clever.
oh, that sounds very scary. You're a brave Wookiee. Like, not patronizing him, but just...
He's like,
how
and he
you
likes
speak to
it.
a child. You
Yeah.
got to cut as well. Like, I love it. Meanwhile, he's one of the oldest characters there.
He still needs to be babied.
Yeah.
Also, that scene you were talking about where they're running towards each other is very Bollywood-esque. You know, when they run across the field, all the Indian movies, you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Chosen one! I'm coming.
I've searched for 2.5 hours for you in this actual real-life movie.
I was just going to say we should do a podcast on Kung Pao, but I don't think I could get through it. I think I would just laugh too hard. That movie.
I just watched it a few
I
days ago.
did too. You
It's a-
said
it's
it,
a-
so I turned it on.
It's a Geek It Round episode.
Oh my god, that movie's so funny. Ooh, so now we get to the second appearance of R2. First one in real time. And again, he's just like, why isn't he working? He shut himself down like he's depressed?
I was thinking, like, they think that he's depressed because Luke left, but I think that they had some kind of conversation before he left, where it was like, yo, just chill in this corner until they get this, you know, to this point in time. And so then when they get the map and everything's like past a certain point, now R2 is like instructions. R2, like, okay, now reveal that you have all this stuff with you and get them to me. You know what I mean? I think he's just sitting there waiting because that's what Luke told him to do.
Him looking, just going to them.
Or just like, give him a
where's
call, yeah.
where's all this information coming from?
Like, yo, what's
Like,
going
how's there a
on, bro?
map to Luke Skywalker? Why is that a plot to this movie?
Yeah. And the other thing too is like I don't get they have the middle part. But somebody else, they said Kylo Ren has the rest. Like, if
Well,
you
they
have
both had the
end
rest.
point-
They just had that last piece that they were both missing, so they didn't know where he was. I guess they both had the same intel.
If they know where the end point is, why is the middle so important?
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, if you follow the orange line on the map, it's like, yo, you could have figured out that he was in that puzzle piece that's
Like,
missing,
if
at least
somebody-
somewhere in that area. You know?
Said to me, living in New Jersey, like, you have to find somebody in California, but took out the map, like the part with Oklahoma in it. I would still know how to get to, like, just keep going west, like, just skip over that part. You know, like, so that part, yeah, why? That didn't make sense to me either.
But he was saying,
Like what I was saying, like also, like what Rick was saying, you just jump into that area and look for him. Like I was saying, like that could be like tons of plants and stuff, but throw someone who could use the Force in there, and it's been shown that Force users can sense other Force users. Like what's his face? Darth Vader is like, oh, he's here.
Yeah, a presence I haven't felt in a very long time.
and then
So you
Kylo
just
Ren
throw-
knows Han Solo's there.
Just throw Kylo Ren in that area where Luke is, and he's like, oh, someone can use the Force here. That's
Yeah.
just the first person who can use the Force, and he's strong in it. Oh, that
Kinda
must
like-
be Luke Skywalker.
Unless Luke is so strong in the Force that he can mask his presence. You know what I mean? Like, that's how strong he is.
Mask
How do
his
you feel
presence of
about
Force.
Kylo's helmet?
I think it's pretty dope. I do like the way of
I
it.
think it's cool. I just think it's pretty plain. It looks a little paintball masky.
Ooh, good call.
Well, I think like one of my favorite looks for him is when he has his hood up with the helmet on.
Oh yeah.
He just looks too cool.
Well,
Now,
it
well, now
down.
he's about to take his helmet off, and
yeah, I liked masked Kylo Ren a lot better than sniveling, big nose, human Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
People really like this guy.
Yeah. It's funny when you said sniveling. Whenever I hear that, I think of Snape. And then I just thought to myself, like, if we needed a young Alan Rickman-looking guy to play like a young Snape, he would actually do really well. He's got the nose for it, man.
He's got the nose.
He's got the
for it.
voice. He could really, and the hair. I mean, if we needed a younger Snape, that guy could do it. Good. That's weird.
he's doing a good Snape now.
Yeah.
Look, he's already wearing the black.
Uh huh.
And he's just talking.
Yeah.
We have it on mute, so we can't even hear him talking. So it was like
Yeah.
just putting Snape's voice to it.
Potter.
Potter.
Pothead. But we were saying earlier too that like I tried to stay away from a lot of this. I didn't want to know much. I wanted to go in fresh face to know. So one, I didn't think he was going to take his mask off. Two, I thought when he was going to take his mask off, whenever it be, he wouldn't look like I don't know. When he took his mask off, when I saw it for the first time, I was a bit blown away. Not of overwhelmed, just being a little underwhelmed. Like no fucked up face, not even like a wicked scar, half bald, just.
He's just another
I've got this
whiny
nose.
kid
He
under
hasn't
there.
really
Yeah.
been through much,
Yeah.
right? Like he's relatively young. He was just getting trained and then decided to, part ways. So he hasn't really experienced much.
Yeah.
He hasn't gotten
Now
out.
he's got the scar. So now the next movie
He'll look better.
will have that,
And his training's probably going to be done, so he's probably going to be more imposing. But I think that's the whole point of his character. Like he looks scary and intimidating and stuff, and he can use the Force, and he does use it in cool, interesting ways. But then he takes off the mask. Oh, he's just a regular dude. A regular dude who has like grandpa issues.
Grandpa issues.
Daddy didn't love
and daddy
me.
issues.
Daddy.
My dad's a no good smuggler.
Take a bow.
Nice. So now this is the first time that we see her using her Force powers.
She's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, yeah, pretty good at it.
Or Kylo Ren is not as good as he thought he was.
That's true too.
Snot-nosed little boy.
I can't just turn you off anymore.
Yeah. It's funny how she was so weak-willed to just be able to turn on and off, and now, well, I chained you up and I got you mad, so...
I think it's the more he uses the Force on her, the more she learns how to use it.
Fucking A.
Like she was never exposed to it, and now that she's exposed to it, it's just like coming on her.
Oh,
like,
this makes sense.
Yeah.
Look, I can use this too.
Just downloads to her head.
Now we're back with Snoke, and he's all pissy because he took the girl and not the map. And again, that was like another good kind of plot hole that I'm glad they addressed. Like, why'd you take her? Like, why? I don't know. It didn't make sense.
And then now we have this Nazi prick
That guy sucks.
That's another sniveling guy. I think he's supposed to be like the Tarkin character of this movie, but
Did we
he's just shittier.
we already missed the scene where he, fuck, damn.
Yeah, when he's doing the Nazi Germany speech before they blow up all the other planets. Yeah.
He gives this really good speech, and like in my head, they do. Is it one hand or is it two?
It's just
not
one.
the hail, so they all kind of put their hand up. But after a speech like that, if that was me, like I guess I'd be happy that they're all uniform, but I'd want one applause. Like I just screamed my fucking eyes out of my head practically, and all I got was, "Yep."
I thought it was kind of funny because there's a slight pause before they put their hand up, so it's just like,
So like, is
okay.
he done?
all right. Hell Hydra.
Yeah.
Is he done?
They just didn't know.
Like Deuce is saying, a lot of people signed up and came on this movie for what apparently is small roles. So right now we're in the role, of this guy.
Not even
who
cameos.
ends up getting.
This is the first time she uses the forced compulsion on him.
The mind trick.
Yeah.
And it's Daniel Craig. It's 007 himself under there.
007 got burned.
Yeah. So good, though.
So good.
Look, you're
I
gonna
believe my blaster.
so you're gonna release me and then leave the door open.
Oh, yeah, and the blasters look kind of... Oh, and
you're gonna leave me your
him,
blaster?
too.
I'm gonna leave
And
you my
can
blaster.
see, and he's a good actor because his body even just changed. Like, okay, I will leave. So good. Now, really quick, just so take a while.
Like he's a good actor, but he's also like that was a shitty stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Because she says something and he's like, "What you say?" And he walks over there and stuff like, "Oh, let's go. What did you say?"
If he was good, just shut up over there. Like, why would you don't move?
I think the clone stormtroopers were better than the human stormtroopers. They all seem to be klutzes and dumbasses. But
And here he is throwing his second tantrum.
This is great though. So he throws the tantrum. Two stormtroopers walking up, seeing all the the shards and sparks coming out, and just turn around and say, "No, I'm not gonna go fuck with that guy." It's like, Daddy's mad. Let's go back to our room.
do I have to eat?
Yeah.
Okay, here
Yes, you have to
we're
eat.
seeing them suck in the energy from the sun. They're sucking it from the sun.
It's pretty cool looking too.
What the fucking kind of technology are they working with? That's
And again,
outrageous.
how did
does-
nobody notice that they were building such a complex machine planet?
Also, how did they not burn themselves just
How
taking
do
all
they not
that?
see them taking the sun?
Hey, wait a minute. Does the sun look like it's being taken to you?
Yeah. Should we do something?
Yeah.
It's probably fine. That happens all the time.
Also, I really wish we're at the scene where they're showing the plans for this thing. I'd like to know how they... I would like to have one of those giant circular tables that just give me holograms for me to watch, Watch, like, hologram YouTube.
Yeah.
And I like how Finn just is a straight fucking
Gets to be
expert.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an expert of this one planet. He knows all the mechanics of it and how to take it down and everything like that.
Well, that's what he makes the joke of, but no, he actually doesn't. That's what's funny about it. And the other thing, too, is I don't know if you guys... Have you seen Clerks?
Yeah.
Kind of.
So they have the big discussion of why it seemed okay that they blew up the Death Star in A New Hope, but why did it feel so funny when they blew it up the second time? And they go into this long debate about how in A New Hope there was only stormtroopers on it, whereas when they're rebuilding it and blowing up the half version one, there had to be fucking contractors, independent contractors who were brought in to help build the Death Star. So all those independent guys, those were innocent lives lost. So Randall has the great line of, "What do you think, a stormtrooper knows how to install a toilet? All they know is killing in white suits." So it's never been confirmed or denied, but we find out that Finn's in sanitation, which basically means, yeah, he might know how to install a toilet. So I wish that we knew. Is that a Kevin Smith nod or not?
When you were talking about them blowing up the Death Star in A New Hope, I just thought to myself, where was Palpatine that entire time? Like, where was he when all this, like, they built this new thing, they shot it off, you don't think that he'd be there for that? Like,
Yeah.
this is like my new baby?
Yeah.
Like, wasn't even there?
The culmination
And
of
they
all
shot
my
it
work.
for the first
yeah.
time, right? Like, so where is he? Like,
That's a good
what's he
point, too.
doing? And, you know what I mean? I don't get it, if it was that important and everything.
Why wouldn't he be there
Yeah.
for the grand opening?
Why
if
wouldn't
you will?
Palpy be there?
To cut the red with
Yeah.
his big oversized scissors.
Vader.
No, he force zaps it.
He's just electrifying the red ribbon.
Welcome.
But it's got a little bit of rubber in it, so it actually doesn't do anything. Oh, come on, guys.
The smoke alarms go
This is
off.
what- yeah.
The sprinklers come down. Everybody's like, damn it, it's ruined.
This is supposed to be cool. Who's in charge?
Who put the rubber in a ribbon?
So now, pretty much, we're getting set up for the third and final act of this movie. And they have to go, and once again, very similar to Fourth of, we got to get this ragtag team of X-Wings together to fly up to this orb, hit it at a certain spot, and blow it up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Europe.
what more? It's just a good Star Wars film. So right now we got Rey running around, learning about the Force. Eventually she's going to meet back up with Solo, Chewie, and Finn. And then if we can just, fast, we're watching the movie, but
Old Chewbacca.
kind of get to the end in the fact that you said earlier you don't care that Han Solo dies.
No, I don't.
Why?
Because I don't. For one thing, like I understand Han Solo's a badass, but I was just never like that big on his character.
Okay.
Two, I don't want to see all these old characters again. I'm like seeing Han Solo. I'm just like, all right, whatever. Because I've already been there.
We've been
I'm
there
not I'm not I'm not
3 times, yeah.
interested in anything that he's doing because it's not something that he's like. I've seen him fly the Millennium Falcon.
I've seen him shoot stormtroopers. I've seen him blow up. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, let's give somebody else the limelight and let's see them be a badass.
In
So-
the movie, Kylo Ren comes up to him and he's like, I need your help. I gotta do something. And the way that it's presented to you, it's making him sound like, Dad, can you help me become a good guy again? And it's no. The help that he needed was the final nail in the coffin, switching over to the dark side. Because what could be more dark than killing the father who's just trying to help you? So when I was sitting there and he was all like trying to grab it and you could see them start, I was like, fuck, he's gonna kill Han Solo. And he does, and unlike you, Mr. Hughes, I was hurt.
Well, I mean, like you said in your theaters when Han Solo came out there, everybody gave him a clap.
Yeah.
I probably would have been the only one who just like, can you stop clapping? I'm trying to watch this movie here.
You would have clapped when he died, and you just would have heard like the collective turn of heads. Just,
You would have.
I don't know, man. It goes back to what I said about Guardians. Like, would you rather watch this or Guardians?
this.
Really?
Yeah. It's Star Wars.
I'd rather watch Guardians.
Yeah. It's Star Wars. Like Guardians is comics, and comics are big, but in terms of, it's never like a comic that I read growing up.
Ooh, that stormtrooper just eats it.
Yeah.
Neither did I,
Chewbacca.
but I'm just
That,
talking about like
that
some
bowcast was
As a
beautiful.
movie, no. As a movie, it's good still, but this has the nostalgia. Just okay. I love this too when he starts getting big with Phasma. Like, who's in charge? I'm in charge. I'm in charge now. It's like, yeah, look at him. Love it.
I hate it.
Why?
Because Captain Phasma should have did something, anything fucking
Headbutt him, maybe.
cool before they just dispose of the character. Literally, apparently, they can throw in the garbage.
That's a great fucking callback too. Like,
Also
trash
throwback,
compactor. I love it.
Like you said before, star power, Brienne of Tarth. She's a badass woman in badass armor with a cape. She's the only one with a cape. Fucking did nothing.
Nothing with him.
They have so many characters to work with. Like it's just them throwing out those names is telling them they're going to be in a Star Wars movie. I don't think it was pointless, and you're hyping the movie for something that you're not going to deliver on.
That's true. What are you hoping for 8?
8.
Kind of put everything nice in a bow. For 8, I want a little bit of Skywalker. I think I'm on both pages of I want him because it's Luke fucking Skywalker. How cool is that going to be? Because in the end of this movie, we see him with the lightsaber, blah, blah, blah. But I do want something fresh. So just a little bit, just a Susan. Just a little bit to start us off with, and then we don't go back to Leia. Han's obviously dead. And then we can really let these new 3 open up there.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of Luke, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, for you, because he's probably going to train, these folks.
Well, I mean, what I would expect is them to like jump forward a few years in her training to where she's already good enough with the Force for her to like start taking down some of this evil that's in the universe.
I would agree. I would like that too.
And like Luke Skywalker, he's just finishing up her training and stuff. She's got to go, and she's traveling around with Chewbacca now that like Han's not there anymore. No Leia, I'm fine with that. Chewbacca's a nice touch to have as a side character. He doesn't really say too much. He just roars.
And what he does say, yeah, we don't understand.
And it's like it's comical and it's heartwarming to watch him just be there.
It's heartwarming.
No C-3PO. I don't want him in there at all.
Just C-3PO's been in every movie.
Just,
More BB-8?
Yeah, more BB-8. Yeah,
More
I'll take
BB-8.
lots of
BB-8's fine.
BB-8.
And maybe have R2-D2 be on the planet with Luke Skywalker. They're reunited. That's it.
Because like we were saying, because the training at first I was like, oh, that'd be cool to see, but at the same time, like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna see him like on her back. Wouldn't that be funny? Like
They'll have a montage.
yeah.
I gotta have a montage.
But yeah, I mean,
Even
we'll
Rocky
see
had a
her live
montage.
stuff. So no, I agree because I think Rick said at the beginning of this, like, they just fucking stomp your face. They just start this movie off like, boom. So if we have to start off the other one, like try to lift that rock, it's too heavy. I can't. Just come on, lift that rock, and then we
She's
have to wait
running around.
halfway through the movie. Yeah, no, I'd rather just start the movie with, wow, you lift that really heavy rock that you couldn't 2 months ago. I know, I'm finally ready. And
I would like to see her running around Dagobah with Luke in a backpack on
Yeah.
her back. You know what I mean? Ideally, that's what I want to see.
for her birthday, they did a shot just like that, though. It was on Facebook of Mark Hamill on Daisy Ridley's back.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. So it's kind of funny that you say that.
Why is that X-Wing still in the swamp? For them to lift it back up
Yeah.
again.
I saw it really great. Somebody made a terrarium for their frog, and it's like, there's just something missing. They took a little X-Wing and put it halfway into like the swamp area. He's like, perfect. It made me want a frog just so I can own a terrarium. Or maybe I'll just get a terrarium. They're like, where's the animal? I'm like, nah, it's just for the X-Wing. This whole thing for the X-Wing, just for one good Star Wars joke. What do you want from me, John Boy?
Less whining from Kylo Ren, more evilness that Rick said that he loved about Darth Vader. I want more cutthroat.
I agree. I'm done with the whiny antagonists, protagonist characters, any whiny characters in Star Wars at this point. After Anakin, having to live through that.
Or as you put it sometimes, mannequin.
Yeah. Wanakin.
Yeah.
Wanakin.
Don't make me kill you.
Some Wanakin, some French cries.
Little orphan Annie.
But, yeah. And I'll do what I must. You will try.
I'd like to get more of the backstory.
Every time I say, you will try. Fucking guy.
Like to get more of the backstory on Senator, the guy, the big head.
Snoke.
Yeah, whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah. So
I'm still hoping he's decrepit old dead body
He's the
Palpatine.
same race as Yoda.
whoa.
Crazy.
Some sort of like side of that race. They make him so huge, you find out he's actually small, but he's evil. You know.
He's
That'd
evil
be-
Zordon.
I like to for like I was saying before, like he looks so huge in hologram. I like him to be like twice the size
He
of
rides an
hologram.
AT-AT. With a huge lightsaber.
Cutting moons in half and shit. Fuck yes.
He's got giant's blood in him.
Finally at the part where Han is going to meet Kylo Ren on the bridge.
On a bird. So when they finally kill off Han Solo here, the reactions, I thought they were just too loud.
I think
Too
Chewbacca was
quickly.
appropriate.
That's my best
That's
friend.
that's like his brother in, you know?
Well, I mean, like I'd like for them to just sit there stunned for a little bit before the emotions just explode.
Also,
But as soon as he gets stabbed, they're like, ah!
big fan of the thermal detonators that they're using here.
Yeah, I think it was when he was like, you hold the trigger. That's when I was like, he's not coming back. He's not coming back. Chewbacca's gonna make it, but Han will not.
Do you think being in that carbonite was worse than getting stabbed in the chest?
No,
No.
I would not want to be in that carbonite. Fuck that.
They made a
It's
He's,
phone
he's
case of
still
that.
alive the entire time.
Yeah,
That's pretty
I have
awesome.
an ice cube tray,
Nice.
all full of little ones. Yeah, I got that from Loot Crate. I think that came in one of my loot crates.
Oh, that's
That-
awesome.
So
that's
it's a bunch of
ludicrous.
little, yeah.
You
Yeah,
got the ice balls. Or you have the ice
The
balls.
Death Star
Death
ice
Star.
balls.
Yeah.
that's great too.
Yeah, that way you can destroy a Death Star every day.
Nice.
There's a thermal exhaust port in the top of the frozen cube.
His helmet now kind of looks a little penisy. You're right. He does kind of need the helmet or the hood up.
Penisy.
A little, yeah. A little bit from behind. He's like, oh.
And, yeah, it just makes him look so much more important.
Also, question: Why? Okay. Why did they have to have the conversation? And other than that, for its storyline, he's going to fall off the side of the bridge. Who the fuck does that? Who goes and meets in like the side of the bridge that has no railing,
Yeah.
just in the middle of like, oh, there's a humongous drop here.
Well, who
This is a
builds
good place to
bridge without a
stand.
fucking railing?
They're like, this is a false bridge. You have to be
False
strong with the false and not
It's
fall off
like,
this bridge.
yeah, if you watch 4, the guys who actually are standing there and they turn on the machine, like they're standing there and they see the beam go by, there's no fucking railing there either. They're standing,
Oh, there
their
is-
section
There's
is literally, yeah.
It does look like there's a railing now that they zoomed in, but
No, it's only at the beginning.
It's
Once
like
they go
playing
more
bowling
in.
bumpers, man.
It's just like, yeah, when you start on this bridge, you might need a railing, but once you're halfway through, fuck it.
Why didn't he just like wait till he got across the bridge before
Yeah.
he walks? Like, okay, bang!
and of
Either that or
course
Ben, come here.
the way the door opens, the spotlight's right on
I
it.
said, get over here, young man.
So dramatic.
Yeah, you come here right now.
Daddy,
Here's my face for you, Daddy.
do you like my sniveling nose?
They do look like they could be related too, a little bit.
Nah.
Not
You don't
a
think?
chance. Not a
Kylo Ren
No, I
looks
think
ugly
they
as
do.
fuck compared to Harrison Ford.
I mean, and also look at his like. Where did he get that hair from?
He's got the long, luscious
he
locks.
got it from Grandpa Annie.
Yeah, that's true. He had long, luscious locks.
He wasn't fucking jet black.
That's
No.
true.
That was the evil in him, made it Jedi. The paint on the inside of my helmet.
Darkness from my heart.
He used Just for Men auto stop, but it didn't work. It just kept going
Went all
darker. It did not auto start. He sued Rogaine. Just for Men.
That's where they got the money to build the planet.
From the
Giant
lawsuit.
lawsuit, yeah.
Against Just for Men gel.
That's why he's so angry. Look at my hair.
I used to have blonde locks like my grandfather. I whined just like him.
Oh,
at
yes,
that
he had
pouty
such a
ass
pouty
fucking
face.
face,
I was gonna
yeah.
say that.
He's standing there listening to Han trying to get him to
I
come
was just
home.
just slapping it. Be a fucking man.
Well, do
Be a
you remember
man.
Harriet the Spy? That movie?
I remember
It's
Harriet
like, it
Tubman.
looks like somebody looks like somebody pinched her face and now all she wants to do is cry. That's how he looks. Like every scene, intense or not, it just looks like somebody pinched him and now he wants to cry.
Grandma pinched my cheeks too hard.
So yeah, he just stabbed Han Solo. And the first time we watched it,
I'll never let go, Jack.
made a comment.
I'll never let go. Jack.
Like I made a comment about how like aggressive like Kylo Ren is in stabbing his father. He's like, "Ugh, it's a fucking laser sword. It's in and out.
Leia felt it immediately
Of course.
in her loins.
Oh, I shouldn't have sent him there.
Fuck, I was wrong.
Really shouldn't have sent him
Should've
there.
given him
He
that
wasn't gonna be able to
class
bring
six.
him back.
Yeah. And then Chewie goes berserk and yeah, sees his best friend fucking die and
Yeah.
see, I don't think that was too soon. I think that was just
All he could get into was
Yeah,
a
they
shot to
would
the
know.
appendix. That's it.
Yeah.
He shot Kylo Ren in his useless organ.
But you know, you have to, and I saw a little thing of it. It's that Ben probably grew up with Chewie too. Like, in a sense, this is like his nephew, if you will. And just watching them, I think he knew the whole time. Like, don't get too close, man.
What do you mean,
I know
like,
it's our
you-
kid, but don't get too close.
Ben is Kylo Ren's real name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking you were talking about Ben Kenobi. I was
No.
like, it's like, we're really going back here.
Well, that's what somebody said too. You know, his name is Ben, and isn't it kind of sweet that? Because in a sense, if it wasn't for Ben Kenobi, nobody would have known anybody. The
Yeah.
main characters would have never met.
Obi-Wan Jabroni.
Definitely Harrison Ford, or I should say, Han Solo would have never been anywhere near Princess Leia if it wasn't for Ben Kenobi.
Yeah, he's the ultimate wingman,
Yeah.
Kenobi.
So I think it's kind of nice.
Luke, he made Luke fall in love with the Force.
Have you met? I saw that in my head of just moving effortlessly, just using the Force to pick up his feet. So it's not even like he stumbled over. He's just like, whoop, just one quick, smooth motion. This is my buddy.
Yeah, he introduces Luke and the Force to a long romantic marriage, and Leia and Han.
Not only does he have a big nose, but he has ginormous ears too.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
He's got big facial features.
It's amazing how there wasn't a fucking branch there to impale her as he throws her.
That leaves fucking awesome.
Was that Kylo Ren's X-ray move, throwing bitch into the tree?
Yeah.
So, like, he built up his meters.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was a good yell.
Yeah.
Try now.
So now we're into the scene that we were talking about even earlier with Kylo Ren and
Finn.
Finn going at it.
Having nice little lightsaber duel.
And you gotta say, I mean, just visually again, Finn with that fucking lightsaber and that.
It's just,
Oh.
the red and the blue clashing just looks so good. I love the visual effects, the lighting effects it does to the rest of their surroundings.
Do you think it's real snow they're fighting in? Like, do you
I
think
was
they
just about to
filmed it?
say, fun fact, they built all that.
Oh yeah.
All that is built. So a lot of it, yes, it is real snow as well. Like, it's real fake snow in the fact that it's not like
Like there's a big giant snow blower.
it is
blowing
frozen
onto the-
water
Yeah.
falling. Yeah. But yeah, they built all that. It's fucking crazy. Watch the special features and you could see it's all this is real. I mean, once you go further back, obviously it's painted on and stuff.
Oh
but
yeah, and
they built all this on the sound stage.
back to what you were saying about how you thought that Finn might be able to be a Jedi. He did get a nice blow-in in there on Kylo Ren and cut
He
his
did.
shoulder open.
At least one.
Yeah. So that's surprising.
It is.
Yeah.
How would somebody who just has no force training get a hit in on a Jedi?
Right.
Unless he
I
himself.
mean, granted, his spinal cord just pretty much got sub-zeroed by him
yeah.
afterwards.
Oh yeah. He slashed right up his back. Fucked his day up.
Fucked his day up. Probably his life.
We see him in a wheelchair later. It's like it was more than my day.
He's like,
He just keeps
then
going.
you see him in the next
Hello,
X-Men
old
movie.
friend.
He becomes the new Professor X
Yeah.
in the next X-Men movie. Like, what the hell?
Now Daisy Ridley and Kylo Ren are going at it again. Just who did you say? The same guy who taught her how to use the lightsaber is the person who taught Oberyn Martell how to
Yeah.
fight in
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Did we get any Admiral Akbar in this movie or no?
Yeah.
Just like a glimpse, right? Like
A little bit.
but we didn't. I would have been okay
Definitely
with
know
another.
it's a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap. Admiral Akbar cereal
Yeah, that's one of the best robot chicken ones.
with imitation crab meat.
Yeah.
Ew, that is gross.
You know, all we needed here was a volcano planet, you know,
Yeah.
for this last little battle here, so that whiny McGee here could become Darth Vader too.
The sequel.
I hate you. My body's literally frying like a chicken right now.
That's like one of the funny things I said too. You know, when you were talking about Force users could feel other ones, and Vader's like, that's a presence I haven't felt since that time where I got all of my legs and my arms dismembered and was left on a rock burning to death. That's the last time I felt this presence, but no, in a long time.
Actually, what you just said is the reason why I have such a problem with everyone's a humongous fan of Darth Maul, and I'm not, because I feel like the way he died is like the bitchiest way to die. So you feel another Force presence, you know he's there, and you let him just pop up out of the ground, like off the side of the panel, and just cut you in half. Like you didn't feel or get a sense that this motherfucker was coming up at you. Like, what kind of reflexes is that?
Yeah.
Like,
Especially if you, like the flippiest fucking Jedi that we had ever seen up
Yeah.
to that point.
he just gets cut in half by not even a fucking full-fledged Jedi at that time. He's just a
Fucking
Padawan.
Padawan. Good point.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here with that. At least Count Dooku, like, fucks everyone up and lasts the whole movie and then gets cut up by the most evil supposed Sith
Yeah.
of all time, you know?
I shouldn't have done that. I should have taken him in. But yeah, he's
You
so
told me
lame.
about your mother and the Sand People. Fucking Palpy.
Palpy. Oh, here comes the split.
Yeah, we were talking about, the suspension
What a
of disbelief.
coincidence.
What a fucking coincidence. They got done with their good versus evil fight, and that's when the ground between them splits.
Well, that's when they called for the dragon sword, and they were coming up out of the ground.
Yeah.
That X-Wing didn't make it. I mean, TIE Fighter.
And now we're at the scene, like, the plan's blowing up, and this guy's like, hey, get back to your station. The guy turns out, he's like, fuck you, I'm leaving. That'd totally be me, too, yeah. No,
What do you mean all the
fuck.
escape pods have been jettisoned?
Yeah.
There's no life in there. Don't bother shooting it. Because we need to save electric ammo.
Yeah. We're low on stuff. Let's keep this to us.
It's that new sun that just formed is gonna have to. It's gonna create some
Yeah, and
crazy gravitational shit.
It's
going
gonna
on with the
fuck
other
up that solar system.
Yeah.
not only that, but I'm supposed to believe that all those ships, when that thing blows up, none of them get incinerated. You know what I mean? Like, they're just got barely far enough away to not burn to death. Like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. So Leia's meeting Rey here. So what's everyone's take on this? Let's get some input. There could be a lot of different views on this.
It's just weird, yeah, they never met each other, but I think that they both know who each other are, though, still. Like, Leia knew that they were going to get this girl. And if Rey is as caught up with folklore, like, holy shit, you're Han Solo, this is the Millennium Falcon, you're talking about Luke Skywalker.
Well, she
It's
knew that
not-
he was a smuggler, not
Yeah.
a Rebel Alliance pilot, even though she was wearing that Rebel helmet.
That's true. But the fact that she could have known who Leia was, especially as a princess and then a senator and whatever the fuck she does, for her to see her and be like, I bet that's Leia, fuck, your husband's dead, or the guy that you made up. I don't think it's too outlandish for them to kind of look at each other and hug.
You don't think that there's a deeper connection that causes them to gravitate to each other? Like, hey, she thought Han Solo was the father she never had. Maybe somehow, some way, they had
Could.
twins also. Like Luke and Leia, and then this one ended up not staying around for whatever reason.
You think that's what it's going to be? 'Cause, I
Could
mean,
possibly be, and that Leia's her mother for real, and Han was actually her dad, and that's why they had that connection right off the bat.
It's so weird, though, just to have
And
both
she's
those-
waiting for
yeah.
her parents to come back or whoever, and they just disappear. So maybe there's some story, some reason why, or she's an immaculate conception child of Luke Skywalker.
We have seen, yeah, I mean, Anakin was, that happens.
Anakin.
Who was his father? He had no father.
Midichlorians were his
She
father.
had no
He's
mother.
He's just here all of a sudden.
No, his father's name, last name was Chlorian, and his first name was Meta.
Funny. That was good.
Yeah, shoot, look, they're going to find Luke with Chewbacca.
Oh, Chewbacca.
Chewie's a Jedi.
And he gives her such that good look, too. That look right there. Just, I'd obviously like my friend here, but if anybody else is going to sit in that seat, I'm happy it's you.
But give me my friend back, please.
But I would like my friend back, please.
I wonder why they didn't bring 3PO with them.
Fuck that guy.
Because fuck him, that's why.
He talks too damn much.
The odds of surviving a
Never
attack
tell me
of
the
some
odds.
sort. So now Luke is on this island.
Alone.
It's probably, I was going to say any chance, because I saw the water, any chance it's that planet where they made the clone army?
Maybe.
I don't know, just
I
just for
think probably
continuity's
not.
sake.
Why?
Why not?
But why?
Ironicness. Over-numerousness.
No, this sucks too. So you see her walking up all these stairs and like, this isn't a set. They're actually on this place.
Yeah,
And they had
that's
to carry
pretty
all those cameras up all those stairs.
Also,
That
why isn't she
sucks.
using her stick to help her up the stairs?
You'd think, yeah. But like you can see the shot right there. There's at least hundreds of stairs in that one. Like imagine carrying a fucking camera up all
She
those.
doesn't have walking problems. If you held a stick, you would have used it to walk up the stairs.
Dude, if I was going up all these stairs, my legs would be so tired that I would be using anything to help me go up.
What's with her outfit here? Usually I'm not one to point out fashion, but she's wearing a vest that makes it sleeveless and then put on sleeves. So really the only part that's not showing is from like the very top of her shoulder to like, what is that?
Right below her-
4 inches down? Like,
It's for
want
mobility,
my
so
arm
her
showing, but
arms
only 4 inches.
are more flexible that
She
way.
just
I want
she
my
needs to be able to
armpits
move, she needs to be able to
out,
move her deltoids.
weird.
I actually think that she's a big fan of Jeff Hardy, the wrestler, and she's like, I'm going to copy him and have those armbands.
So now there's Mr. Mark Hamill. Luke Skywalker's back, guys. And not a word is said by him or Daisy in this entire sequence, but
We
a
get to
lot
see
is
a
said at the
3PO
same
hand.
time, yeah.
And his new old man beard. His Ben Kenobi beard. This is the best I can do, Kenobi.
Which just gives him his lightsaber.
Which he apparently doesn't want because he's just going to stare at it.
I think you got the wrong person. Luke Skywalker's over on that island.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, why does she look like she's ready to cry? Now
She
that she's
is.
him. Yeah.
You need to come back. You need to be the one. We need you, Luke.
Wow, that nose is really fucked up. Is Mark Hamill?
And then, yeah.
Looked like he got into a fight with somebody who beat the shit out of him.
Ba, 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 ba.
The acapella Star
Ba, ba,
Wars.
ba, ba.
Presented to you by.
Yeah. So that was it, guys. That's the end of Star Wars Episode 7.
That's a
Yep.
wrap.
It was awesome. Hope
I
you
enjoyed
guys
it.
had fun.
Fantastical.
Fantastic.
If
So yeah, like I said, we might be going backwards. Maybe we'll just do random ones. Who knows?
Hey, who knows? Who knows?
But keep coming back. We'll keep putting them out. This episode, I've been Nick James.
Bobby Deuce.
John.
I may. Rick Classic.
All right, guys. Have a good one.